Have you ever felt that someone who has passed away is still nearby? A gentle breeze that touches your face with no wind at all, a familiar scent that appears out of nowhere, or that dream so real that it feels more like a visit than a memory. Get ready, because what you're about to hear today may completely change the way you see life and death. We are in one of the most powerful and spiritually intense times of the year, Lent. And according to Chico Xavier, the medium who moved the world with his messages from beyond, it is at this exact moment that our loved ones may be closer to us than ever before. They come back. Yes, you heard it right. They come back during Lent to comfort you, to protect you, to say in silence that love never dies. Before we go on, tell me in the comments, where are you watching this video from? This space is more than a community. It's a point of light where souls reunite. Stay with me until the end of this video, because you will understand how, behind the invisible veil of matter, there is a divine force uniting hearts, even after the farewell. And as Chico used to say, death is not the end, it's just a curve in the road. Lent is a 40-day period leading up to Easter, marked by deep symbolism within the Christian tradition. More than a time of sacrifice, it represents an inner journey of silence, reflection, repentance, and reconnection with the divine. It is a moment when millions of people around the world pause to look inward, reassess their actions, forgive, seek inner peace, and spiritually prepare for the renewal that Easter represents. But what few people know, and what Chico Xavier revealed with great sensitivity, is that Lent is also a time of great spiritual openness. According to him, the barriers that separate the material world from the spiritual world become more subtle during this time, as if the two realms were closer to each other. It's as if the sky gently bends over the earth, allowing messages, intuitions, and even subtle presences to be felt more intensely. Our loved ones, who have already moved on, may take advantage of this delicate closeness to manifest themselves more clearly through dreams, sensations, or thoughts that touch the heart in an inexplicable way. Lent, then, is not just a religious time. It is a portal, a bridge, a sacred moment where spirituality intensifies and the love that binds us to those who have departed can be felt more strongly than ever. Chico Xavier, throughout decades of mediumistic work, shared countless messages that help us understand how spirits continue to communicate with us, even after physical death. For him, the separation between the worlds is only apparent, and the bonds of love remain active, alive, and full of meaning. According to Chico, spirits communicate through subtle means. They don't need words or visible gestures. Their presence can be perceived by those who have an open heart and a tuned-in mind. He said the most common channels of contact are dreams, which are often true spiritual encounters in which the spirit of the loved one comes to visit, advise, or simply bring comfort. Inexplicable sensations, such as a gentle shiver, a sudden emotion, a tear that appears for no reason, silent yet deeply meaningful signs. Intuitions, thoughts that arise out of nowhere, answers that seem to come from above, as if someone were guiding us invisibly. Chico also stated that special dates carry a different vibration, which favors spiritual closeness. Lent, due to its meaning of introspection, forgiveness, and spiritual elevation, is one of those periods. He said that during these days, it's as if the sensitivity of the human soul is heightened and spirits find it easier to approach us. There are even accounts in which Chico narrates experiences of people who received messages, vivid dreams, or clear signs during Lent, as if it were a moment specially chosen by the spiritual realm to allow brief but deeply transformative reunions. For him, nothing that comes from the heart and true love is ever lost. And when we vibrate in faith, serene longing, and sincere prayer, spiritual bonds grow stronger. And those we love, even being on the other side of life, find ways to touch us, protect us, and say with tenderness, "I am here." Over the years, countless moving accounts have reinforced what Chico Xavier always affirmed. Love continues, and the bonds with those who have departed are never broken. Many of these stories became public through psychographed letters, intimate conversations with Chico, or testimonies from ordinary people who lived extraordinary experiences, especially during Lent. One of these stories was told by Chico himself. He recounts the case of a lady who years earlier had lost her only son in a tragic accident. The pain was deep and constant, but during a Lent, she had such a vivid dream that she woke up with tears in her eyes and peace in her heart. In the dream, her son appeared to her with a serene, smiling face and said only, "Mom, I'm fine. Feel my hug now." When she woke up, she felt as if she had really been hugged. She smelled the perfume he used to wear, and for the first time in many years, she was able to breathe with relief. Another moving account came from a man in Minas Gerais who had never had personal contact with Chico, but shared his experience in a letter sent to a spiritist center. During Lent, while saying a simple prayer before bed, he softly asked his wife, who had passed away 2 years earlier, to give him a sign that she was still with him. That very night, he dreamed of her handing him a white rose. When he woke up, he found a small white petal under his pillow. The most curious part? There were no flowers in that room. Chico Xavier said that the spiritual plane works with subtlety and love, and that on sacred dates like Lent, these signs become more frequent because the spirits also wish to comfort, guide, and strengthen those who are still here. These accounts, which repeat themselves in different places and times, show something in common. Reunion is always possible when the heart is open. And you, have you ever had an experience like this? Perhaps a dream, a sign, an unexplainable presence during this sacred time? Share it in the comments. Your story may comfort and inspire other people as well. During Lent, when the heart is more attuned to silence, reflection, and spirituality, many people report feeling the presence of loved ones more intensely. According to Chico Xavier, this is not by chance. It is the spirit responding to the call of love. Here are some simple and touching ways to notice when a loved one is near. Pay attention to dreams. During Lent, dreams take on a special dimension. Many of them are not just products of the unconscious, but true spiritual encounters. If you dream of someone who has passed and wake up with peace, emotion, or even the feeling of a hug, take it seriously. It may have been a real visit from soul to soul. Feel the subtle signs spirits often manifest in delicate ways. A familiar scent that appears out of nowhere, like the perfume that person used to wear, or the aroma of a dish they used to cook. A sudden shift in the energy of a room, a soft yet comforting shiver. All of this may be the spirit's way of saying, "I'm here with you." Moments of deep longing. You know that longing that arises suddenly, intensely, and without explanation? Often it's not just memory, it's spiritual attunement. Chico Xavier said that when we think with love of someone who has passed, that vibration crosses planes and allows a silent reunion. And often, it's the spirit who comes closer first, and that longing is a reflection of their presence in your life. Intuitions and clear thoughts. An answer that comes out of nowhere. A memory that seems to have been whispered into your mind. A piece of advice you hear inside yourself as if it were that person's voice. All of these can be channels of spiritual communication. The connection with those we love goes beyond time and matter. During Lent, this bridge between the worlds becomes lighter, more alive, more present. So be attentive. Love keeps speaking, even in silence. When you feel the presence of a loved one during Lent, whether through a dream, a powerful memory, a familiar scent, or an emotion that seems to come from nowhere, welcome that moment with serenity and faith. Chico Xavier always said that these encounters are blessings from the spiritual world, responses of love to longing hearts. Here are some actions you can take when you notice this presence. Say a prayer with love. Stop for a few minutes, close your eyes, and lift your thoughts to God. Pray with your heart, sincerely. Be thankful for that spirit's life, for the memories shared, and for the opportunity to feel their presence once again. Prayer is a safe bridge between the two worlds, and the more love it carries, the stronger this connection becomes. Thank the spiritual visit even in silence. Say mentally, "Thank you for being here. I feel your presence and your love." Chico taught that spirits perceive our feelings and are nourished by the gratitude and peace we allow to flow. This simple gesture further strengthens the spiritual bond between you and the one who came to visit you. Send thoughts of light and peace. Visualize the person wrapped in light, serenity, and comfort. Wish them well in peace, continuing their journey in the spiritual plane. This loving vibration arrives like a true gift. Chico said that the greatest gift we can give to those who've departed is our inner peace. Write or speak with affection. If you want, write a letter. Put on paper what you feel, what you would have liked to say, or simply speak softly, as if the person were there with you, because in a way they are. Remember, the presence you feel is real, and true love never fades. In these moments, more than crying from longing, celebrate the opportunity for a spiritual reunion, even if brief, even if invisible. For, as Chico Xavier said, love is the only key capable of opening the doors between the worlds. Now I want to ask you a sincere question. Have you ever felt that someone who passed away came back to visit you? Maybe in a dream, in a moment of silence, or even in that instant when a deep, unexplained longing took over you. If this has ever happened to you, share it here in the comments. Your story may be the light someone else needs right now. It can comfort a wounded heart. It can show that love has no end. Leave your story. Let's build together this chain of faith, hope, and spirituality. And if this video touched your heart, send it to someone who needs to hear this today, because maybe this message is also a spiritual visit.